All right, so get ready, because today we are diving deep into Zakynthos.
Zakynthos, a Greek island, is known for its stunning beauty.
But we're going beyond the typical tourist hotspots, like those Insta-famous spots.
Right.
We're talking about hidden gems and those secret spots, the ones that most visitors, they don't even know exist.
What's fascinating is that you can have these globally known places, but a short drive away, you find a beach that feels completely untouched.
Yeah, okay, but we have to start with the big one, the shipwreck. It's visually stunning.
It really is.
Azure waters, these dramatic cliffs.
Mm.
But the story behind it, though, about the cigarettes, the smuggling, the storm, it does feel a little too perfect.
Yeah, I mean, a ship called the Panagiotis running contraband, and it just happens to crash in this picturesque location.
Yeah.
It's a great story, but you have to wonder if it's maybe a little too good to be true.
So we're not saying it's a fake shipwreck or anything.
No, not definitively, but it's fun to think about it. And honestly, the shipwreck is worth seeing regardless. Even if it was staged, it's still beautiful. But after you've gotten your pictures, I'd recommend heading to the nearby village of Anaphonutria.
Skipping the main attraction for a village. Why?
Authenticity. You'll find those traditional Greek tavernas, the kind of family-run places where you can taste real, authentic Greek food, like moussaka, fresh seafood.
Oh, okay, now you're talking.
And the atmosphere is completely different. It's miles away from the tourist crowds.
Okay, yeah, that's much better. Authentic Greek food over tourist traps any day.
Speaking of scenery, though, have you heard of Marathonisi Island?
No.
It's often called Turtle Island
Turtle Island, okay. Why?
because it's this pristine little haven that's completely undeveloped, just natural beauty.
Oh, cool.
Zakynthos is a really important nesting site for loggerhead sea turtles, the caretta,
Oh, wow.
and Marathonisi. Well, it's one of their key breeding grounds.
Oh.
They come ashore at night to lay their eggs, and a few weeks later, you can actually see the baby turtles making their way to the sea.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's not just a pretty island, it's like a crucial habitat.
Exactly.
Are there any other places where you can see these turtles?
Yeah, absolutely. Beaches like Jarakas and Kalamaki, they're both known for turtle nesting. In fact, Zakynthos has the largest nesting population of loggerhead turtles in the Mediterranean.
That's really cool. Okay, so I am adding turtle spotting to the itinerary.
Oh, right.
But Zakynthos can't be all turtles and shipwrecks, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be some more hidden gems.
Well, there's Cameo Island.
What's that?
Imagine a tiny island, okay?
Okay.
It's connected to the mainland by a wooden bridge.
Oh, wow.
People call it the Wedding Island
Why?
because of how romantic it is, those white drapes, turquoise water.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I could see it.
But
Yeah.
here's a little secret. You can swim with caretta turtles right off the shore of Cameo Island.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's this unexpected encounter that most tourists have no idea about.
So you can swim with endangered sea turtles.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Zakynthos just moved up my list of places to go.
Good. What about beaches? Are you interested in some more of those?
Yeah, of course. What else is there?
If you want some peace and quiet, Porto Roma and Mavratsi are both great. They're like these secluded coves. Crystal clear water, perfect for snorkeling.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
And then there's Zygia Beach, which
Well,
is unique.
Unique.
It's like a natural spa, but with sulfur springs.
Sulfur springs, as in the ones that smell like rotten eggs.
You got it. It's definitely not for everyone, but it's something you won't forget. And who knows, maybe those sulfur-rich waters have some secret beauty benefits.
All right, I'm game for it. I like unusual experiences,
Cool.
but we can't just stay on the beaches, right? What about inland?
Zakynthos town, the island's capital, is worth exploring.
What's special about it?
Well, it was rebuilt after a major earthquake in 1953. So it has this really cool blend of old and new, charming cafes, narrow streets, and the view from atop Bochali Hill. Incredible.
What makes that view so special?
You get a panorama of the entire town all the way down to the sea. It's this nice contrast. The busy town below and this peaceful quiet up on the hill.
That sounds amazing.
It is.
Okay, so we've got idyllic beaches, a charming town, a natural sulfur spa. What about some adventure?
Carry Cape.
Okay, what's there?
Imagine dramatic cliffs. They're plunging into the sea, hidden sea caves. And you can only get there by boat, which makes it even better.
That's definitely going on the list. So how do you get around this island?
Quad rentals are really popular. They give you the freedom to explore at your own pace.
Okay.
But a word of caution, those roads can be tricky, especially if it's your first time on a quad.
So rent a quad, but be careful. Got it.
Exactly. And if you're looking for nightlife, Legonis is the spot.
Okay.
But choose your hotel wisely. Some are right in the middle of all the partying, which, might not be for everyone.
Yeah, that's a good point. So Zakynthos really does have something for everyone.
It does.
We've got secluded beaches and turtles, bustling towns, cliffs, and even nightlife.
We've only just scratched the surface.
Stay tuned, because in part 2, we're going even further off the beaten path to uncover more of Zakynthos' hidden gems.
Welcome back to our Zakynthos adventure.
So we talked about some of the more well-known spots in part 1,
Right.
but now I'm ready to dive deeper into those hidden beaches we touched on.
Good, because Zakynthos has a way of surprising you.
Really?
You can be exploring like a popular area, and suddenly you stumble upon this secluded cove or a path that leads to a beach you've never even heard of.
Oh, wow.
Port Aroma is a great example.
That's the one you mentioned earlier, right?
Yeah.
What makes it so special?
Well, it's on the East Coast, nestled between these dramatic cliffs and lush greenery.
Okay.
The beach itself is this small crescent shape with soft sand and really calm water.
It sounds really peaceful.
It is. It's the perfect place to just unwind.
So is there anything to do there besides just relax?
Well, the water is crystal clear, so it's perfect for snorkeling.
Oh, nice.
You can explore the reefs and see all kinds of colorful fish.
That sounds great.
It's a completely different experience from the busier beaches.
Okay, I'm sold. Tranquil waters, snorkeling, beautiful scenery.
Exact.
What other hidden beaches are there?
Not too far from Port Aroma is Mavrotsi Beach.
Mavrotsi. Even the name sounds mysterious.
It's another secluded spot known for its peaceful ambience and these incredible rock formations.
What kind of rock formations?
These towering cliffs that plunge right into the sea, creating hidden coves and these dramatic overhangs.
Oh, wow.
It's quite a sight to see.
That sounds amazing. A place where you can really feel the power of nature.
Exactly.
Is it good for snorkeling, too?
Absolutely. The clear water and the rocky coastline make it perfect for exploring the underwater world.
Okay, so we've got serene beaches,
Hmm.
but Zakynthos has to have a few more surprises up its sleeve.
You're looking for something a little more unusual.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever heard of a beach that's also a natural spa?
A natural spot. Okay, now you have my attention.
It's called Igia Beach on the northeast coast.
Okay.
It's famous for its sulfur springs. They bubble up right into the sea.
White sulfur springs. Like the ones that smell like rotten eggs.
That's the one. It's definitely an experience.
Oh, wow.
The water is warm and mineral rich. Some people believe it has therapeutic properties for the skin.
A natural spa with potential health benefits.
Exactly.
Even if the smell isn't the most appealing, I kind of want to experience that, just how unique it is.
It's worth it.
But we can't spend all of our time on beaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about going inland?
You're right. Zakynthos has a lot more to offer beyond the coast.
Like what?
Well, the island's capital, also called Zakynthos, is a must-visit.
Okay, what's so special about it?
It was almost completely destroyed by an earthquake back in 1953.
Oh, wow.
But the people of Zakynthos, they rebuilt their town with such care, paid attention to detail, preserved the Venetian architecture.
So you can really feel the history when you walk around.
You really can.
What are some of the must-see spots?
Well, Solomos Square is the heart of the town.
Okay.
It's named after Dionysios Solomos, the national poet of Greece. And you'll also find the Byzantine Museum there, which houses a fascinating collection of artifacts and icons.
A square named after a national poet and a Byzantine museum. It sounds like a really interesting place.
It is, and for a taste of local life, don't miss the Zakynthos Town Market.
A market? Tell me more.
It's a vibrant marketplace where you can find fresh produce, local delicacies, handmade souvenirs.
What kind of delicacies should I be looking for?
Well, definitely try the locally produced honey, olive oil, and mandalato.
What's mandalato?
It's a traditional nougat confection made with almonds and honey.
Okay, I'm definitely going to try that.
And if you have a sweet tooth, you have to try some pastelli. It's a sesame seed and honey bar.
That sounds good.
It's a Zakynthos specialty.
So we've got hidden beaches, a historic town, a bustling market. What else?
How about some dramatic scenery?
Okay, I'm listening.
Let's head south to Carey Cape.
Carey Cape.
Yeah, it's a headland known for its stunning cliffs, sea caves, and amazing sunsets.
So it's a bit different from the beaches we've been talking about.
It is. Carey Cape is all about that raw natural beauty.
Okay.
The cliffs rise straight up from the water, and there are these incredible sea caves that have been carved out by the waves.
Sea caves, that's something I haven't heard about yet.
You can explore them by boat. There are tours that will take you along the coastline. You can get up close to the cliffs and even go inside some of the caves.
Are there any that are particularly impressive?
The Blue Caves are really something special.
Why are they called the Blue Caves?
Because when the sunlight hits the water inside the caves, it creates this ethereal blue glow. It's pretty magical.
Wow, that does sound amazing.
And if you're lucky, you might even spot some seals that live in the caves.
Seals in the caves. Zakynthos just keeps getting more and more interesting.
It really does. From beaches to cliffs, towns to caves, it really has something for everyone.
So we've explored hidden beaches, a historic town, even some dramatic cliffs, but we can't forget about the wildlife of Zakynthos.
Especially those loggerhead sea turtles.
Yes, the caretta. We've talked about seeing them at Marathonis Island and nesting on certain beaches, but why is Zakynthos such a haven for these turtles?
Well, Zakynthos actually has the largest nesting population of loggerhead sea turtles in the entire Mediterranean.
Really? Wow.
It's because the island offers this perfect combination of things.
Like what?
Warm, sandy beaches, ideal for nesting, and waters that are rich with food sources for the turtles.
It sounds like a turtle paradise.
It is. But human efforts definitely play a role, too.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's a real commitment to conservation in Zakynthos.
That's great.
You'll find protected nesting areas on beaches like Girakas and Kalamaki. Access is restricted during nesting season.
Makes sense.
And organizations like the National Marine Park of Zakynthos are dedicated to research, conservation, and education.
That's awesome. So we talked about witnessing those baby turtles hatching earlier. What's the best way to actually experience that responsibly?
Observe without interfering. That's key. Respect the rules and guidelines in protected areas, never disturb the nests or touch the turtles, and if you want a closer look, there are organized turtle watching tours.
Led by guides who, prioritize the turtles.
Right, exactly.
That makes a lot of sense. It's a privilege to witness these creatures in their natural habitat, and we need to be respectful. Now, we've talked about beaches and turtles and all this natural beauty, but Zakynthos isn't just a peaceful paradise, is it?
No, it's not. We did mention Leganis, the party hub.
Yes. Tell us more about that.
Leganis is a different side of Zakynthos.
Okay.
It appeals to a younger crowd, people looking for nightlife. It's known for its clubs, bars, and beach parties, the kind that go on all night.
It sounds like a totally different world from the quiet beaches and turtles we've been talking about.
It is, but that's part of what makes Zakynthos so special. It caters to different types of travelers. If you want a peaceful getaway, maybe skip Leganis. But if you want a party, that's the place to be.
So whether you're a nature lover, a history buff, a beach bum, or a party animal, Zakynthos has got you covered.
Pretty much.
All right, as we wrap up this deep dive into Zakynthos, let's give our listeners some practical tips for planning their own trip. What are the essentials?
Getting around is easy.
Okay, good.
Quad rentals are super popular, but remember, be careful, especially on those winding roads.
Rent a quad if you want, but be safe. Wear a helmet.
Exactly.
How about getting to and from the island?
Zakynthos has an international airport with connections to major European cities, and ferries also operate between Zakynthos and mainland Greece.
So there are options. Any other tips?
Do some research. Choose the best time to visit based on your interests. Summer is peak season, warm weather, busy beaches, but spring and autumn are milder.
And if you're a turtle enthusiast, check the nesting and hatching seasons.
Yeah, good point. Planning your trip around those events can be truly unforgettable.
So we've covered it all. The iconic shipwreck beach, those hidden turtle havens, charming towns, dramatic cliffs, and even a little bit of nightlife. Zakynthos is an island that really does have something for everyone.
This deep dive has given you the knowledge to plan your own unique Zakynthos adventure.
So pack your bags, grab your sense of adventure, and get ready to experience the magic of Zakynthos for yourself.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, happy travels.